What made you decide to become a digital marketer in the first place?
Yeah, so when I was still in campus, I used to do a lot of sales jobs, yeah. But at the same time, I was studying for computer science, so I had a background in IT.
Mhm.
But in the like say after classes, I used to do like sales jobs. So I was very curious about sales. I used to do a lot of sales jobs and stuff. So in my free time, I used on the internet, I used to search just how to improve my sales experience, how to sell better, how to talk to customers.
Mhm.
So when you're on YouTube, that is on YouTube. So when you're on YouTube,
Mhm.
it gives the more topics related to what you're searching for or what you're watching. So maybe just out of the blues, I came across like Facebook ads,
Mhm.
like Blueprint. It was something Blueprint about Facebook ads tutorial.
Mhm.
So I was very curious to know.
Mhm.
I think it said digital marketing, the best digital marketing course about Facebook ads.
Mhm.
So I was very curious what is digital marketing. I really didn't understand it. But I
Mhm.
just clicked on it. I watched the entire thing. It was like, oh, so this is just marketing, selling to a lot of people. Because sales is just selling one on one,
Mhm.
but marketing is now selling to a lot of people at the same time. Then it just clicked. I was like, okay, this is something I'm very interested in. I
Mhm.
was very just curious about it. Then more reps, I just continue like learning and learning. Then I started practicing it, so with different clients and stuff. So how it started was just, I'll say by accident, just my curiosity on the internet,
Mhm.
learning how to sell, like just different topics on sell. Then
Mhm.
it just came across on my YouTube algorithm. Like, okay, this
Mhm.
is something. Oh, let me just click on it. Then that's how it started.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's inspiring. What was your biggest fear when you started, and how did you go about it?
Yeah, when you're starting, of course, it's confidence. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
you're very scared. You think you'll make a lot of mistakes, and
Mhm.
you're not sure.
Yeah.
Because it's something new, and there are not so many people who were doing it, let's say in the country. Of course, there are some people who knew about it,
Mhm.
but there are not so many, let's say, Kenyans,
Mhm.
like very publicly, like talking about it, like I'm doing this and
Mhm.
stuff. So, of course, I wanted to practice it on businesses,
Mhm.
but I was, okay, of course, there's that element of, okay, am I sure about what I'm doing? Will it work? How will people respond to it?
Mhm.
So at first, it's just that fear of failure. Of
Mhm.
course, you are not confident. You
Mhm.
don't have any experience, so you're just starting out. But with time, it just you become more confident because of the reps, and the more you do something, the better you become at it. Yeah, so I can say that.
Okay. What's one moment early in your journey that changed everything for you?
Of course, for me, it was when I started. Okay, I met a guy. He's like a friend,
Mhm.
friend of a friend.
Mhm.
So he gave me a course on marketing. So I went to a certain event. I was like, okay, this guy, he has been doing it for a very long time, since 2017. So my friend recommended me to go to a site because that's where he normally is, like on Fridays or something.
Mhm.
He's like, hey, go to this event.
Mhm.
This guy is always here on this day,
Mhm.
this time. Just go talk to him. He's just just talk to him, then see how it goes because he knew him very closely.
Mhm.
So he just making that introduction. So I just went. I went to that event. Just then I was very like, hey, introduce myself. Hey, my name is Ian and stuff. Then yeah, then the guy was very like impressed, like, oh, this is something because he has never seen, like, people are very enthusiastic about ads and stuff.
Mhm.
Also Kenyans, yeah. It's not something very common.
Mhm.
For him, what he
Mhm.
was doing for business brands outside Kenya, like US,
Mhm.
UK, Australia. So yeah, so he gave me like courses. So he gave me a link, paid
Mhm.
programs. These
Mhm.
are things that are very exclusive.
Mhm.
You can't find them anywhere. They are not on YouTube. So YouTube, yes, you can find information,
Mhm.
but you can't find the real information, like the depth,
Mhm.
because people always get keep information because they're selling courses.
Yeah.
So he gave me a piece of information. He told me like, hey, go learn this. I think this will help you. For me, he gave me the password, the link, and everything. For me, I just went on. I was okay, let me try it. Then and that course it was around 5K USD. It's not something easy people can just buy it. So he gave me the piece of information. I went through that course at least 5 times. Then it unlocked a lot of things that I really didn't understand. Yeah, it gave me confidence to okay, direction and what to do and stuff. So I'll say meeting that guy and the piece of information that he gave me, it really unlocked a lot of things. Just how to understand marketing, how it really works.
Okay, maybe for a beginner
Yeah,
who is getting into digital marketing, there
yeah,
are a lot of online courses,
yeah.
so many.
Mm.
What would you tell them, and like how they would differentiate between a good course, and because some of them are very shallow
Yeah, yeah.
and they won't equip you with the kind of knowledge you need to get into the market.
Yeah, yeah. Right now, there is something known as too much information. There are so many gurus. I call them gurus. Yeah. So there's always like lack of information. Then there's too much information. So you have to really like assess this person. What has he done? What has he or she done? Does he have a track record? The person you're learning from. Then just you have to understand who the person you're learning from. What have they done? Is there something tangible that can prove whatever he or she is saying? They can back it up, and it's actually legit. Because you can just say you know something, but you've never done it. That's one. So there are so many people. Like there are so many people who can. There are so many courses, right?
Yeah.
But the real thing is just find someone who is doing it and learn from that person. That's the best way. So you can be one actually maybe joining in a community where there are like-minded people, right? So people who are in the same niche as you, just find these people. It can be groups, maybe Facebook groups, Slack groups, whichever, Discord groups, where you have similar-minded people. Because when you're around those people, you're always updated, and if anything changes, you always know, and you share information. So first, it's us to start with this. So when you're starting, of course, you have to know at least shallow, like you have to understand it, then have value. Then, if it's possible, look for someone who is doing it or has been doing it for a very long time and have been actually have a track record of whatever uh, in that industry. Then learn from them practically, like you're with them, you're adding value. Just commit to helping, to adding value, then learning from someone in the shadow of someone. Or if you're not able to access someone, make sure you're in these communities where there are like-minded people. So you'll get better information or up-to-date information. And you won't be confused because you always need to be communicating with people, because even if you're the best, you try on your own, you won't make it. Because if you're only relying on yourself to educate yourself, you'll be confused. But if you have at least a group of people, someone you can always call, have a conversation with, like, hey, what do you think about this? So you'll always make the right decisions, because it gets tough sometimes. Like things get messy. So you need to have people who you can talk to. Yeah, just that guidance is very important. Having peers. Yeah.
Still on that, what about the notion of paid, those paid courses and free courses? Because they are free and paid, and
Yeah.
people argue that maybe because they are free, they are not
Valuable.
yeah, they are not.
Yeah, it depends. So if there are some people who have already made money from whatever they're doing, so they don't need to sell you a course. They're already successful. They are very, very, so they don't need to sell you a course for them to make money.
Yeah.
One, it can be the example. Let's say they had a brand, they are doing that Facebook ads for a very long time. Then maybe they sold the company, so they have a lot of experience, or they're already doing it right now. So he or she is already making money from that, like his business,
Yeah.
already selling products. So he knows what's happening in the background. So maybe what he's doing is
Mhm.
creating that information that the younger self version of himself
Mhm.
would have wanted to. So like maybe they're giving out like just part of, okay, let me help the younger version of myself
Yeah.
who will need this piece of information. So it comes down to the kind of person who is giving out the
Offering.
information, because information is free. The implementation is the difference. So you can have all the information, but you'll always be confused because along the way you need to have like a mentor, someone who tells you, hey, I've done this, don't do, like do this, yeah.
Mhm.
So you the free right now you can get all the information on YouTube, like everything is free,
Yeah.
but just the implementation is the difference now. So there are not so much difference between the paid courses. Of course,
Mhm.
if someone has been doing something for years,
Mhm.
there are small things that they are doing they can't share. So you have to be exclusive, maybe in their community, for them to give you that piece of information.
Information.
Those are their secrets. So they just can't say out there, like, this is what I'm doing. So it depends the kind of where you're getting the information from, who is
Mhm.
the person, the credibility. Because for me, I know some people, like some really top, like performing founders, like
Mhm.
who are very, very successful. They tell you like I'm making like I've made more than 700 million USD
Mhm.
from my brand. Okay.
Mhm.
I know this. I started this like maybe 7 years ago.
Mhm.
I don't need to sell you a course. I'm already successful. I'm
Yeah.
rich. So I'm just giving my younger self. When I started, I made so many mistakes. So I don't want that younger version of myself being stuck. So this is information. Use it. But the thing is,
Mhm.
people never people never take action. Even if you give people something for free, they'll never do it. Like they'll never do. It's just a small percentage of people who will take action because they even know it. Like, I'll give this information for free. It took me my time, but I know they just what who I want to help is the small percentage of people who are very serious. Because I know majority won't take it serious, but the small percentage who will take it serious, it will change their life.